The all share index of the Nigerian stock market closed with a doji for the month of May 2025. So what does this actually mean for the market going forward? Remember, we've already spotted a divergence, a negative divergence on the monthly chart. Right before me, I have the monthly chart, so I'm going to analyze it based on the monthly chart, since that is the candle that just closed and that is what we have to work with. All right, welcome to the technical analysis of the Nigerian stock market. This is market formula, and everything that is shared in this video is actually for educational purpose and should not be seen as an investment advice. All right, let's get right into it. Looking at the monthly chart, the doji, what does the doji mean? Know that the doji only signifies that the market doesn't know whether to go up or to go down. The market moved in a very tight range and it doesn't know whether to go up or to go down. But how do we apply doji to trading? If a doji happens at a resistance, we will tend towards going down because it's at a resistance. A resistance is a price level that prevents price from getting higher. So when the price gets to a resistance and you see a doji, that means the market doesn't know whether to go higher or to reverse. But as a trader, we need to wait for confirmation, and the confirmation that we have to wait for is that we need to wait for the next bar to close. So for this market, this month is actually an indecision month because we don't know what the market wants to do, and we need to allow the market to do what it wants to do. We are not to predict, we are to react to what the market is saying, because the market actually has a mind of its own, and no matter what we are looking at, we still need price to tell us where it's going. But for the month of May, the market is really in a situation where we need to be careful because we have a doji. And I need to use this opportunity to explain the concept of leading and lagging indicators. Okay, when we have leading indicators, are actually indicators that leads, just as the name implies, and lagging indicators are the indicators that lag. Take for instance, you are looking at the week. What's the leading indicator for the week? Is actually the day. So if we have 7 days in a week, whatever happens in that 7 days will eventually be what will happen for that one week. So if the market lost 7 days straight, that means for that week the market lost. If the market gained 7 days straight, that means for the week the market gained. So the day is the leading indicator for the week. Let's take for instance again, let's look at the day. What's the leading indicator for the day? Is hour. All right, when whatever happens for that 24 hours will eventually be what the market will do for the whole day. If you wasted the whole 24 hours for that day, that means you've wasted the day. All right, so that's leading indicator, that's lagging indicator. So the all share index of the Nigerian stock market, is it a leading indicator or a lagging indicator? If you know the answer, just put it in the chat box. Let me know whether you are even following me on this channel. I've been on this channel for nothing less than going to 3 years now, and I've been preaching this message of chart analysis. Let me see whether you are even following me. If all share index is the leading indicator or a lagging indicator, I want to know in the comment section. Please, I need you to put it there. But let me just go right away and tell you the answer. The whole share index of the Nigerian stock market, the whole share index even of any market, is a lagging indicator. Whatever happens to the stock will eventually come and reflect on the all share index. Okay, so the all share index is actually a lagging indicator for the stocks that we are looking at, for the shares. So when the market gets to a resistance on this chart now, it doesn't mean that we now look at whatever happens to all share index is what will happen to the stock. Whatever happens to the stock is what will happen to the all share index. I hope you get the concept of leading and lagging. Any leading indicator, whatever happens to that leading indicator will eventually happen to what the lagging indicators we print. And when there is a way we use them, because it's the leading indicator. Leading indicator are known for noise. they can deceive. They can tell you buy today, tomorrow it will tell you sell, next tomorrow will tell you buy. So we don't want to be going in and out without knowing where to go. We need a lagging indicator to filter out the noise in a leading indicator. That is why we look at the whole share index. Okay, so having said that, a doji represents indecision. So market is at a resistance and is forming an indecision. So we need to wait for the market to tell us where it's going. We need to wait. So we need the month of May to tell us what the market will do going forward based on this lagging indicator, which is the all share index. I hope you get the concept. So let's now go right into it. Last week closed, and last week closed the month. All right, so the month has already closed, and I'm looking at this candle. Although this candle did not close below this low, let me show you the low that I was looking at then for a confirmation of this divergence. So for me, the momentum indicator has already shown that okay, there's a divergence because this bar is already closed. This color will not change again. Any closed candle will be permanent for life. It has ended its life. It cannot change again. This is the candle that is still living as far as I'm concerned. So this candle can go up and go down, can go up. This is the current candle, and we have future candles in front that has not formed. We have the month of June, we have July, we have August for the year going forward. But we need to understand where the price is coming from to be able to know where price is going. All right, so for this one, we know this is an overbought condition, and anytime when when market is in an overbought condition, we want to wait for it to be relieved of that overbought condition. And when will it be relieved? We need this RSI, we need it to cross below 75 or 70, whatever the case may be, whatever you like to use as your overbought. Some people will even prefer to use 80. Okay, but for this chart, I'm actually using 75. But whichever one you use is still boils down to trading probability. It's not possibility we are trading probability. Anything is possible. This thing can go up, it can come down. But I want to know, okay, what is the extent at which going up is possible, and what is the extent at which coming down is possible? That is probability. Okay, so for this, there's really nothing to really still look at on this chart for now. What we are waiting for, we are waiting for the index to close below 104 level. If I see a candle that closes below here now, something like this, then I will take this as a confirmation of this divergence, because this has already told me that okay, there's a divergence. But this indicator now, okay, let me tell you another leading and lagging indicator that I just discovered now. This is awesome oscillator. This is a lagging indicator. Whatever price does is what this thing will do. It will follow it. If this thing go up now, this thing will become green. If it comes down, it will still stay red. So you need to focus majorly on price itself, because price is a leading indicator to all those other indicators. And this chart I'm looking at is the chart of price and time. We have time on the x-axis, on the y-axis, and we have price on the x-axis. So I'm actually plotting graph. It's a graph that you are plotting. So, and when you now spot anything on that chart, it is the price that is most important to me than indicators. Indicators are lagging, but indicators are used for filters. All right, because they lag. But price itself is a leading indicator. But if you continue to follow price or everything price is doing, especially on the lower time frame, it's headache. This week it gains, next week it lost. So I want to say, okay, for the whole month, what happened? Did it gain? Did it lost? Okay, if it gain, then for the next month. So that one we filter. Another leading and lagging indicator that we will see again is time. The monthly chart is a leading indicator for the 3 month chart. Whatever happens for the 3 month, for the monthly, or the monthly is what this will print. And whatever happens in 3 months is what 6 months will print. So we have leading, weekly is leading for monthly, day is leading for weekly. So I like to start my analysis from 3 months, especially 3 months. So looking at my 3 months, you can see what is happening, that we still have momentum in shape. The most important candle is here. There's a break and a bridge of this high, so forming divergence on the lower time frame. If this thing should fall like this, it's coming to breach the neckline. The neckline. Where's the neckline? Let me go to the monthly chart, and you will see that this is actually the neckline of this particular divergence. When the neckline is broken, then we now start looking at this big candle for support, maybe around the 50% of this. Because when we in a bulls flag, we need the price to find support before the 50% mark of this body. So if it breaks below the 50% of this, then there is danger. That means it's coming to test this low. That low is 74. So if it comes to 74,000 basis point and is able to breach the 74,000 basis point, then this level that the highest price it reached there will form a very strong resistance. That means if price comes there, they will sell it. If price comes there, they will sell it until we find support at another lower prices, or market continues to consolidate for a very long time. For a very long time, it moves sideways for a very long time, and it will start pushing up again. That's how the market move. Okay, let me look at the stock that we can look at today. Now the markets, we are in the pre-market open. Let me see what is happening in the pre-market open. I need to also look at, okay, another chart that is very important that I like to look at, especially at the end of every month, is the dollar, US dollar, naira chart. Okay, sorry, this chart looks so rough, but there's a reason why I had to let it be like that, because of my important levels that I'm watching. Last month, dollar gained. That means naira lost value last month. And looking at this sell body, which one is the most important one is actually here. And I'm looking at all these things that are happening, they're happening inside this candle. So you see, market came to deep into this opening and went back up, forming a bullish sign, bullish signal to go higher. So when we got to this resistance, found resistance, push back, found support here, because this is a confirmed support now. I have a candle that closed above the low of this, because a close above sell is a buy and a close below buy is a sell. Okay, if you are a member of my community, you hear me say that a lot, because this is trading. I need to know when there is a buy signal and when there is a sell signal. So I teach them that a buy signal is when a bullish candle close above the bearish candle, and the sell signal is a bearish candle close below a bullish candle. I hope you get that. So if you are not already a member, I will leave the link below where you can join my free community, and I will be sharing some stuff that you can always use in your trading journey. Okay, so for this, this is a buy signal, and this low is going to be a very solid low for this swing, because price also moves in swing. So I'm looking at swing 1, swing 2, swing 3, swing 4, and this is now going. But mind you, I'm looking at momentum. This momentum is already losing steam. This is red, 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 although we are still in the overbought condition, and price can keep going higher. For a confirmation of the continuation of this pattern, I need a monthly chart that will close above this bearish body. Let me mark it so that we can see this bearish body here. So I'm looking for a candle that will close, a bullish candle that will close above this bearish body. When there is a close above this bearish body, then this becomes a very solid support. Okay, how do I mark support? I'm sharing a lot in this video. A support is just a level that prevent price from going lower, and a resistance is a price level that prevents price from going higher. But there are weak support and there are strong support. A strong support is a support that take out a resistance. In this case, there is a resistance here. All right. That's why we have this red candle. This candle here break this resistance, making this place a strong support. But this resistance here now is going, but it did not break any support. It's just coming and immediately turned back and formed a support. This is a weak support. This is a weak support. What of this resistance? Is this resistance? This resistance is a major resistance I'm looking at, because this resistance broke where it broke this resistance. So this is a strong resistance. When this price is able to close like this, let's say above this resistance, which is strong resistance, we make this weak support a strong support. You now understand how we have a strong support and weak support. So this will now become a strong support and this will now become another strong support. But as it is now, where price hit is, this is a weak support. Price can still come and break this support and form something like this. Break that low and come and expose this strong support. So if you expose this strong support, market is most likely going to find support here and go back up. So if this market now finds support here and goes back up and breaks here, making this place still a strong support, then it has taken this high. So we will just continue like that and follow price. We need to follow what price is doing. We don't predict. As it is now, I won't say this thing is going to break it. I don't know what is going to happen. It can break it, it may not break it. If I predict, that's 50-50. That's gambling. But I want to be sure that it's going to break it. And when I'm sure it's going to break it is when it actually breaks it. So I need to wait. I need to wait. A lot about that. So why do I need to look at the dollar naira chart? Because this dollar naira chart is also a leading indicator for other stocks. Stocks like MTN. If this thing is going up, those stocks that have exposure to maybe dollar, maybe they have loans, foreign loans and all that they have to pay back. So what they are going to pay back is actually increasing. So whatever this chart is doing is going to be a leading indicator for their own performance. I hope you get the concept of leading and lagging indicator now. All right. So let's go and see. Do I look at any chart? Any chart? Let me see if there's any chart. We are still in market pre-open. Market has not yet opened. Then let's go back to the weekly, because we are starting another week and I like to look at the week, especially when the week is starting, just for me to be able to do my entry. Weekly is for my entry. Weekly is for my entry. Let me go and check this stock and see what I should expect this week. All right. So what happened last week? There was so much rejection on international bureaus. I beg your pardon. This is international bureau. There was so much rejection, but even after that rejection, what happened? The candle still closed bullish. For it to close bullish, there's still momentum in the market. And looking at the monthly, the last month, the month of April closed bullish, and this next month is picking up. So I still expect that this stock will go higher. Momentum is still intact. We are just entering into overbought. We have not really stayed for too long in the overbought region. And the most high that I'm looking at this high. That's my final target. But before it gets to my final target, remember the law of support and resistance. Price moved here. Use this place as support. Went higher. So let's look at it again. Price went, this price here broke this high. making this a very strong support. So you know why it's strong support now? Because it took out a high. All right, that's strong support. But when the market is coming, it broke this strong support and went lower. That means when price is coming back, it's going to use this as its resistance. It's going to be a resistance. We call it change of polarity. Before it was a support, it broke the support, it will come and use it as a resistance. So what I'm most likely expecting is that market will first react to this place. So when price gets here, I'm going to close like 50% of my trade, or even more. I'll close like 80%, because I need to know what market will do here. If market is able to break this high again, that means it will expose this level of 45 naira. But until this level is broken, I won't start looking at this place. This is too far. This is the one that is so close. But this close price of resistance, price needs to clear it before we start looking at the next one. So let me draw a zone there. Okay. So when price gets here, if it's able to get here and for something like this, maybe something like you break it, do like this, then it will go up. That's how it's going to go. Or it will hit here, it will be so strong, and the resistance will be so strong and come and take out this. But mind you, it's not going to move on a straight line. It can keep going up and down, up and down, and it will come like this. So this is the chart I'm looking at, and this is my monthly. Okay, monthly momentum is building. All right, so I'm looking at 10 naira this week. Let's see if I can get exit at 10 naira 80 kobo, or this 11 naira 12 naira. If I can get that price, I will close and wait and see what market wants to do at that level, because that level is actually a strong support, because the support that breaks a resistance. So coming back, it will come and find support resistance here for change of polarity. That means the support is becoming resistance. So if it happens like that and is not able to break it, it will come back to come and test this support. You get it? It's coming to come and test this support to see, is it really strong? Are you really strong? But if it's able to come back here, then if it breaks it, making this a very strong resistance. All right, just price just move around support and resistance, support and resistance. That's how it moves. Okay, that is for international bureau. Let me look at Nigerian bureau. I just need to Nigerian bureaus. So what's happening to Nigerian bureaus? Okay, for Nigerian bureaus, see what is happening. Just the same way. This is a strong support. Looking at that swing, a strong support. But mind you, price has already tested this support, tested it, could not come lower. So for you to test this support and not able to break lower, that means this support is weak. A strong support, okay, sorry, this resistance is weak. A strong resistance will take price higher, lower. So if this resistance was strong enough, it will find a way of pushing price to come and break this level. But because it's not able to break this level, making that resistance a weak resistance. So as price is coming like this, I will take it as a break. In fact, I will take it as a break. That market is going to break this level and go up. That's the way I will look at this stock. But in the case of Nigerian bureaus, international bureaus, I will take it for a bounce. Once market has not tested it, price has not gotten there before. But in this case, price got there, but it was not able to come lower. For it not to come lower, telling you that the sellers here are weak, they are not strong enough. That's why they couldn't take price lower. So I will take this as a break. So I will hold this stock to break this level. So, all right, that will be all for this video. Until next time when we meet, I say bye for now.